My name is Phoenix Staley, and this is the Sprint 5 demo for the local cloud Internet of Things framework for the Cloudmakers team. Um, this sprint has mostly been getting the front end fully set up and integrated with the back end. At the time of recording, this is a few days before Sprint 5 is due, and so the backend isn't currently serving real data. It's serving data that it generates rather than the data from InfluxDB. Um, However, by the time of submission, that should be fully functional, but I can still show what we have at the time of recording. So I just logged in. You can sign up here if you would like to make a new user. Um, and here I already have a few devices, so I'll just delete these and make a new device. And deleting these devices does actually delete it from the database on the back end. So if I add a new device, this oven sensor 1, and it has a default format of having temperature and humidity. Currently, the backend just checks if a request for a device is using this format or something else, in which case, if it's not using this format, it will default to another format. So we'll start with this. The oven sensor 1, it has 3 properties: temperature, humidity, pressure. And this is being displayed with chart.js. Originally, we were on the fence between chart.js or D3, I believe it's called. Um, but after some research, it appeared that chart.js was easier to work with, even if it has less flexibility in exactly how the graph is displayed, um, rather like less functionality to display lots of different types of charts. But for this application, chart.js has all the functionality that we need. So on this graph, you can look at different time periods from the data. And then you'll get different resolutions based on the time frame, such as here, it's a much lower resolution to fit data points from a larger time frame, whereas for 24 hours, it has the same number of points, but because it's on a smaller time frame, this is technically a higher resolution. Yeah, so that is the basic device, but if I, let's say, I just simply remove the second like parameter in the schema, and I create a test device and then go to view that. Yeah, you will see it still has temperature, but it also has signal RSSI and a battery percentage. And when you actually look at the data, it's all the same data that's being generated by the backend, but as mentioned earlier, this will have actual data from Influx DB, which will be generated by the test devices created last semester. So yeah, that is about it. Some of the issues that we ran into was the setting up of the API. Jamel ran into some bugs that has slowed down progress of the API, but it should still be up and running within the next few days. And the next things that we'll be working on is, of course, getting this connected to InfluxDB, which it should as soon as the API is set up. And then also when creating a device, being able to also generate the certificates for MQTT communication with this device, and then also being able to edit a device such as the schema and the name of the device, and also being able to like regenerate the certificates or download the schema configuration. So yeah, that is about it. Thank you for listening.